rainy day here in the Philippines. The weather is not actually good. It's been raining for 1 week now. So it's better to make your immune system stronger as people usually get sick in this kind of weather. Today we're going to discuss about the technology and other stuffs with Ray. Hi Ray, how's everything going?
It's great. Oh, so far so good. And I think there's a typhoon in the Philippines, but
Yeah.
actually in Taiwan as well.
Oh, okay. So I think the typhoon left here and went there, maybe. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's floods everywhere right now here. I actually don't know what's happening in the Philippines. Like there's COVID-19, and then our volcano is starting to erupt. Yes, and then we recently experienced a strong earthquake, and of course the flood because of the typhoon.
Yeah, what a crazy world. And even in the other countries, there were serious floods that caused death of many. The world is really crazy.
Yeah, I know. I know. Helen Keller once said, "All the world is full of suffering. It is all full of overcoming." It's actually a sad quote, but what is happening these days makes us really sad.
Right. But we'll have to look at the bright side anyway.
Yeah, true. Anyway, it's going to be 2 years since the pandemic started, and finally that for some countries, COVID ended, and yeah, a lot of people are disciplined enough.
Well, however, there are new variants spreading, and I hope that uh, the virus will be under control soon.
Yeah, I know. I hope so that I can go out. Like there are a lot of people who wants to go out and travel, but yeah, there's a new variant.
Okay, sure, sure.
But anyway, our whole household got really sick last Monday, and the symptoms are like the same as COVID. However, we didn't get the swab test or the antigen test because it looks like a normal flu to us, like a colds and cough. So we just take some medicines.
So everything is fine now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there are ways to check if you got the disease or not, like the swab test, saliva test, and there's a new technology from Singapore, the breath test.
Breath test? Gosh, that is so cool. You know how scared I am to take the swab test, like you put it on the nose. So some of my friends have already told me that it's very uncomfortable and painful, so I don't dare to take it.
Yeah, it is scary, but it's kind of a must, especially when you go traveling. Um, yeah, that's a must because you need to get a test result. But this breath test will give the result in just 2 minutes, really, really quick. Unlike in some other tests, they probably will take you a couple of hours or days to have your results. Probably a couple of hours,
Wow.
not day. Okay.
Wow. Singapore technology is really amazing.
Yeah, it is, and the company that discovered is a Singapore startup company.
Oh, really? That's so great.
Yeah, the reason behind it is that the country wants to open up the economy while controlling the infections.
Well, actually, Singapore is an advanced country, so it's no wonder they can invent such things. They have to work fast on how to open up their economy while still in pandemic. Well, they have a law-abiding citizens, of course, so for sure they can open up their country as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's correct. One of the Singaporean companies called Silver Factory Technology has begun using the breath test at Singapore Changi Airport, while the other companies such as Breath, I think it's Breathonics,
Mm-hmm.
Breathonics, has launched a trial of a system at a checkpoint linking Singapore and Malaysia.
So they can slowly open up their borders, I think.
I think so, and because if they use the antigen testing, it will take a little longer for the passengers to get the results, and it will cause traffic and inconvenience to everybody.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. But how accurate it is, like the breath test, how accurate it is.
The silver factory technology device can detect a positive case 95% of the time, um, while Raphonics system carries an 85.3% accuracy rate.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's um a high percentage. If that is for positive cases, then what about identifying the negative cases? Is it the same accuracy as that?
Well, for identifying negative cases from our source information, Silver Factory technology holds a 97.8% accuracy rate, while Raphonics is 97%, which is quite similar. And of course, everyone tested positive will have an antigen test for double confirmation.
Yeah, how I wish we have that breath test here so it will be easy for everyone to get the result and travel. Of course, I hope it will not cost too much.
Well, yeah, I hope it won't break a bank. Anyway, Singapore breath test is suited for large events and for border control. The government plans to continue testing a large number of people daily. Wow, yeah,
Yeah, that is so cool. I think I want to try it.
yeah.
So, why are they doing it? I mean,
Well, of
why?
course,
Yeah.
they need to prevent the spread of the variants. The Singapore government requires workplace to conduct regular testing and on in the event venues to screen out, to screen guests. Sooner or later, demand for testing devices is expected to jump.
Yeah, I think so too. The two Singapore startup companies are so brilliant to invest in this kind of tests, or to invent in this kind of, to discover this kind of tests. Honestly, I am really amazed by how advanced Singapore technology is, despite the situation.
Yeah, you know what? Both Silver Factory Technology and Graphonics have applied for licenses in other nations in Southeast Asia as well as in the Middle East as part of their overseas expansion.
That would be very great. Singapore's economy for sure will be up again. Of course, many investors will really consider investing there.
And I hope investors should also invest in technologies like that because technology can boost growth in companies and to the countries as well.
I definitely agree with you because investment in technology like this can reduce cost and maybe improve profitability.
And let me share with you the four important reasons why a company or a country should invest in technology.
Hmm.
First, it will definitely save the time. Second, improve security. Third, of course, you will stand out of the crowd. And lastly, better interaction with people.
Yes, it will surely save your time, and security is one of the things that people or clients are looking for. I know investing in these kinds of technology is not cheap. Technology is really expensive. It might break a bank, but I'm sure it will be worth it.
That's true. It will help the business thrive and is the way of the present and the future.
Yeah, actually, with the correct utilization, your employees will spend less time on manual tasks, as well as your data is much much safer.
Yeah, not only that, internal and external communication will be much safer, improved, and effective, and you will have the edge over your competitors.
Yeah, but of course, before you jump into this, you have to do your research. Because, like what I mentioned, it is not cheap. A unique business needs a budget.
Yeah, don't just invest in the technology because it's new and innovative. Find what really works for your employee and your company so that the money will not go into waste. Don't worry, but I mean, it will be worth to do research no matter what.
Yeah, as technologies are progressing faster than ever. And since last year, there are a lot of new inventions that really gave me a wow. And it is never too late for you to invest in it. Anyway, these two Singaporean startups are a good example of a new technology.
If you want to save time and improve the business, go with the technology and do the research.
Yeah, just a fun fact. Did you know that employees who spend 60% to 80% of their time working remotely have the highest workplace engagement? Like me.
Oh yeah, that's a new topic, and it will be a good discussion. Maybe another interesting discussion next time. I hope you all enjoy listening to us for this podcast.
Yeah, see you again next week.
See you.